There's enough punch there, isn't there? Love that. Ooh. Think that'd be annoying after a bit. Hi guys, it's Dave at Lease. I hope you're doing okay. Today we're going to be reviewing this Audi A7 S-Line. The idea of this video is to be able to give you guys an insight as whether this car is right for you, because yes, if you're searching for Audi A7 review, you're thinking about buying one or maybe even leasing one. If that's the case, like I said, hopefully this video will help you decide whether this car is right for you or not. So things we're going to cover are stuff like the engine, the performance of the vehicle, the alloys, what you get with this car because it's the S-Line compared to the black edition, which I guess is going to be a consideration for you. The interior, the exterior, all those sort of things. If there's anything you're particularly interested in, we're going to timestamp them, so if you check out the description below, you'll be able to see all the different sections of this video and just skip right to that section you're interested in. So let's get into it. So first off, let's talk about the engine. So this is the 45 TDI 286 PS Quattro Tiptronic. Okay, so let's break that down. So 45, forget all that, it's a 3 litre, 286 brake horsepower, Quattro, it means it's 4-wheel drive, Tiptronic, the automatic gearbox. Okay, so before we get into the performance, let's pop the hood. I look at this, basically it's just plastic, but everyone likes to look at it, so let's do that right now. There's a little lever just inside here. There, if you get close up on that one, Connor, that's where it is. So the first time they changed that, it's there for like 5 minutes on this video looking for that. It's right there, top tip for you. There it is. I don't really get the excitement behind looking at the engine in these cars, especially now when everything's covered up by, you know, big bits of plastic like this. If you like it, there it is. If you don't, we'll move on. So I think 3 of the things that are important in terms of specs on engines for people thinking about buying, leasing a vehicle. First one, top speed. Second one, 0 to 62. And then third is combined MPG. So top speed on this vehicle, 155 miles per hour, which is pretty good. I mean, you're only going to take it to 70 anyway, unless you go to Germany and get on the Autobahn, because that would be, so no, 70 miles an hour, but it could do 155 apparently if you wanted it to. 0 to 62, it's a big car, 6.5 seconds, not particularly impressive, but I think if you're looking at the Audi A7, you're probably not going for it for its performance reasons. It's more about its comfort, its luxury, and not so much about, you know, being the fastest car on the block. And this is one thing which I think is quite impressive, is the combined MPG. Now, Audi say this will do 49.6 miles per gallon, which if you get close to that is pretty impressive. Now this car, what we always like to do in these videos is actually look at what the cars have actually been doing, because a lot of the time we'll get them and they've done somewhere between 2,000 and 5,000 miles, and then you can see, is that realistic or not. Unfortunately, this car is that new, it's not even got the proper valve caps on it. It's only done 30 miles, it's fresh off the PDI bay, so we can't, on this one, we cannot give you a sort of a real-time figure on that. If anyone's got this car and they're just looking at reviews of it because they just like the car that much, drop a comment below, tell us what you're getting average MPG on your A7. Don't forget to include what engine it is as well, because obviously that's quite an important thing. So this is the S-Line model, and I think one of the things that most people will be really battling with when they're deciding which model to go, which trim to go for, is a toss up between the S-Line and the black edition. So let's look at what you get on this S-Line and then what you get in addition to that on the black edition. Okay, so first up on the S-Line, you get these 20-inch alloys. These ones are the ones you get standard from the factory right now. You also get the really cool matrix LED headlights. Now, LED headlights are just a must-have. They're absolutely fantastic. If you've had them and then you go back to something like the Xenons, then it's just, quite honestly, it's quite frightening when you're driving down a country lane. So LED headlights are great. These are the matrix ones that do this really cool sort of dance when you first unlock it and then lock it. And of course you get the Audi S-Line styling pack, which is, you know, everyone loves that. Of course you get the interior and exterior S-Line styling pack, privacy glass, and sport suspension. That's the sort of the core features on the S-Line model. There's a ton of other spec you get standard as well. We'll link that somewhere in the description for you to check out. Now, what are you going to get for Black Edition that you don't get with the S-Line? Alloy wheel wise, you still get 20-inch alloys. It's a different style. It's a titanium style, so basically it's a darker alloy to go with the Black Edition. There's going to be a bit of a theme with this, okay? So you get these dark titanium alloys. You get the black styling pack, which generally consists of the radiator grille being black, mirror caps being black, the windowsill surrounds being black, and finally, but not by any means least, a flat bottom steering wheel. And I think that is a bit of a kick of that, because that looks absolutely fantastic on this car. Like I say, it's not the most sporty looking car. Adding that flat bottom steering wheel just gets it there a little bit more, just takes it up a notch. Is it going to be a bit of a, you're going to have to weigh up in your mind whether you want that Black Edition, you're going to pay extra for that, is it worth it? Down to personal opinion. It's mainly an aesthetic thing, down to you guys. Let me know what you think, S-Line or Black Edition, which one would you go for? So moving on to colour, this car is the Firmament Blue Metallic, which is a cost option at £685. Now, when I found out we were coming looking at the car in this colour, I was quite intrigued because I'm not seeing the Firmament Blue. I'm not seeing that colour in the flesh, so I was quite intrigued to see what it actually looked like. And now I see it, in all honesty, I'm not particularly taken with it. It's not, I don't dislike it, but then I don't particularly like it. So I wouldn't be parting with any cash for this colour. If you don't want to pay extra for metallic paint with the A7 S-Line, there's two colour options for you. And those are Ibis White and Brilliant Black. I've said this before, but I'll say it again. Please, please, please don't get Brilliant Black. You're going to be disappointed. It's going to mark, it's going to show scratches, it's going to just look tired very, very quickly. If you don't want to pay extra for metallic paint, which I don't personally, I never pay for metallic. I always go for a solid colour. I'd go for Ibis White all day long. But if I was going to choose a metallic colour and pay for it, interestingly, I found myself veering towards the Tango Red, which I never thought I'd really say. I think I first saw it in the A6 that we reviewed. You can check out that video with a link up there. And it's really grown on me, that colour, and I think it looks really nice on the A7. I really wouldn't go for this colour though. Let me know in the description what colour you would choose out of the Audi range. With the S-Line model, you get these 20-inch alloys as standard. Now, is that fresh off the PDI centre? They've not even put the proper dust caps on, so you don't get these green ones with the car. Don't worry about that. Although if you ask, I'm sure they'll leave it on for you if you're into that. So, as I said, these 20-inch alloys are standard. There's 3 different alloy types you can choose as cost options. So you can go for a different style 20-inch alloy, just slightly different style to this one, and it's only £150 for that. Or you've got 2 different styles with the 21-inch alloy wheels. Again, different styles, and one of them is a contrast grey alloy, which looks really nice, but they're £900. If I was you, I'm quite happy with those wheels, you know. I don't think there's any reason to upgrade them. I think they look quite well on the car, not too small. I like the style. I'd save that £900, keep it in your pocket for something else, and stick with these wheels. So one of the real selling points of the A7 is the boot space. And believe it or not, it's quite big. This has got a 535 litre capacity. What does that mean? Let's take a look, because that means nothing basically, does it? So let's take a look inside, and I think you'll be pretty impressed with the size of this boot. A little bag in there as a reference point. You can see that's really a decent boot. In a second we'll show you some clips of the seats going down, so you can actually see the maximum space you can get with all the back seats down, and you said, Connie, you can actually sleep in there. But so let's get closer. We'll take a look at this now. Although depth wise you've got a load of space, one thing you have to take into consideration is that up until this point here, so sort of halfway in, it's quite a shallow boot. You're not going to stick an awful lot down this front section here, so that is something that you really need to bear in mind. It looks massive, it's quite shallow, certainly for the first half. Now let's see, do we get a full-size spare wheel in this car? Let's take a look. And yeah, we get a space saver spare wheel, which is pretty cool. what it does mean though, and this is the trade-off, is that you don't get any extra luggage compartment there. So a lot of the time when there is no space saving spare wheel or full-size spare wheel, you're going to get more luggage space in there, and obviously you're not getting that. But they've thought about the boot space, because obviously it is quite a good selling point, like I said. So there is some real practical things in this boot, like these luggage holds here, so you can strap down your shopping or whatever you've got in there. You've also got a 12-volt battery socket, and a couple of other hooks a little bit higher up and further back, again just to secure anything you've got in the luggage compartment. And lastly, what I do like about this boot is this sort of like a scuff plate comes as standard, because we all know lumping stuff in and out, it's going to get knocks, this bit here. So it's a nice little touch that they put that on there as standard just to help protect it. And also finally,